Went to the Sac Gamers Expo in Sacramento, California for 2025, and I've got a bunch of videos that I filmed that I want to be posting. So here is a tour around the expo floor, checking out all the different games and booths they had on display. It feels like they knew I was coming because right at the booth, at the entrance of the hall, they have a Sega desk. There was a vendor showing off a bunch of Dreamcast and Saturn games. Of course, I had to pick up a couple things here. Then over in one of the rooms, they had a kind of a retro exhibit where they had some old Sega employees, some old Sony employees. As you can see here, the creator of Echo the Dolphin was at the event, had a bunch of signed cartridges, some action figures from games and characters that he worked on and made. Over here there was another Sega employee that had a bunch of his memorabilia on display. Over at the entrance to the expo hall, they had a Game Boy camera set up so you could take pictures using a Super Game Boy plugged into a real Super Nintendo, which I think is really neat and cool. There's a live feed of it plugged up to that TV as well. Then once you walk over in this area, it's the free play lounge area where people are able to just play all kinds of different game systems. Then they have the actual expo hall. I walked in here and I probably spent close to 2 hours just walking around all the different booths because they had so many vendors, so many people selling their old games like you see here for every system you can imagine. There's a lot of games that I saw in person I've never seen in person. There's a lot of rare stuff, a lot of games in really nice condition, a lot of games in bad condition. But the good thing is people here are willing to work with you. I was able to haggle and kind of get some deals on stuff, which was really exciting and cool. I'll be showing what I got from the event in another video. Seeing this Pokemon N64 was really neat. There was a lot of Dreamcast games. I was surprised. There was a lot more Dreamcast games than I expected. Obviously, a lot of Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and 64 games. Plenty of newer stuff as well. Lots of modded consoles, as you can see there, that modded PS1. They had all kinds of stuff. I mean, I literally could have spent all day just walking around the different booths, thumbing through all the different things that were on display. It was like being in heaven for someone like me. And you can see here there's a lot of display cases had more rare games behind them, of course. There's Rule of Rose, there's Kuan, you know, two of the more expensive horror games on PS2. But the really exciting thing was I got to see a copy of Little Samson and Stadium Events on NES listed at $22,000 for a loose cart.